Good soundbite.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Seinfeld.
Are you sure?
Whoa.
Come on, dude.
Wow, what the fuck?
I was about to read off all the.
Cbass.
Yeah, it is Cbass's fault.
Are you sure about that?
Where you
That
at?
70s show.
Are you sure about that?
Parks and Rec.
Are you
Oh, yes.
sure about that?
We're going to be talking about sitcoms.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
You heard me. We're going to be talking about sitcoms for Banter Bros at the end of the hour, or the end of the podcast. Top of the hour, we're going to be talking about our weeks. In the middle of that is Battle Bets. 3 segments. If you're new to this podcast, this is Sure About That. This is me and Dave, and we have a new set, and this is the first podcast with the new set.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. We're going to be talking about sports bets here in a little bit. I'm still going over the seeding. Seinfeld got number 6 seed of the sitcom tournament. Who's 7? Roseanne. And then number 8, we actually had to vote for George Lopez versus Friends, and we put George Lopez in there.
Yeah, fucking.
You can't put Friends over George Lopez.
Yeah,
You
no.
just can't. You just can't.
My ancestors wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, like that was a no-brainer for me. And Friends is a great show. I watch Friends more than George Lopez, but that doesn't matter. All right. So, welcome. My name is Rick. His name is Dave. We're going to start with Dave's week this week. How was your week, dude?
Very eventful. To start, how should I start? We did a watch along or a fight companion this past Saturday at the crib. That was pretty fun.
Yes.
So got to see ultimately a card that really didn't churn out as much violence as anticipated, but still had a bunch of fun doing it. Look forward to doing that more. Work, hectic week. So hectic. Changed points of sale.
Oh, yeah, that's always...
I'm relearning my job, so that's always fun.
That
but
sucks.
other than that, I got a lot of overtime. Had like a good date. I'll just keep it that.
Oh, shit.
You had a good date?
Yeah.
Whoa, Dave! You're
Yeah.
going on
I
dates?
feel like we gotta talk about
Where'd you
that.
meet this woman? Yeah.
Dating
man.
app.
Dating app?
Yeah.
Ooh, a new woman that we've never encountered?
Yeah.
Whoa. Older or younger than you?
We're getting too detailed.
Okay.
Her age?
Let me try and be, I'm not trying to beat around the bush, but I'm trying to ask questions that we can ask. Was it, so where'd you go for the first date?
It was very spontaneous.
Really? So just like, okay, who made the first move, you or her?
This will tell us how old she is.
Well, she doesn't live in town,
Okay.
so excuse me.
Dave's hype on that first thing.
Whatever. But she was coming to town for something she had to do anyway. So she's like, "Do you want to like meet up?" And I'm just like, "I'm down. Do you want to like meet either at my place or you want to go somewhere neutral?" And she was like,
Somewhere
"What do you
neutral sounds
what do you
crazy.
think?" Well, she's like,
Neutral, yeah. Like they're fucking two war fucking captains.
I don't even know, bro. But anyway, so
All right, go ahead.
we went to Liberty Point just because like it's a kind of romantic spot, you know.
Yeah. And have you guys been talking for a while before this?
A couple days.
Okay.
Nothing major. But the funniest part about the whole ordeal, the part that I felt like mentioning is like there was like a car parked next to us full of like some teenagers or like 2 teenagers. And one of them decided to like light a firework and throw it off of Liberty Point.
Oh.
Started a fire.
Shut up while you guys were there?
Yeah, we had to leave because like a bunch of cops showed up, a drone showed up, and I was
Oh my god.
I was parked in the handicap spot because when I got there, it was the only spot available. But by the time they got there, it was not the only spot.
Were these Mexican kids?
You have a 50-50 shot of guessing that in Pueblo, Colorado.
Yeah.
The kids love fireworks.
Yeah, seriously. I knew Mexican kids did this.
They said to us like right before they showed up, they were like, "Hey, there's a fire down there," and like we called the fire department, and I'm just like, okay.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
But
That's hilarious. So wait, so you guys just dip after that? Like,
yeah,
Did you separate ways after that, or
we went back to my
ruin the
place.
date? You went back to your place after that?
Yeah, and then
Yo, that's a blessing,
yeah.
kind of.
we watched Fright Night. Haven't
Oh,
seen older
Is it
like
good one?
older movie. I don't know, but other than that,
She smoke?
yeah.
Fire.
Other than that, yesterday, one of the owners from work took out like pretty much everybody to the tumbleweed and like opened a tab.
Wait,
and
don't just graze over this. We gotta.
Wait,
we
your
gotta-
work?
our work.
Your word.
I wasn't invited. That's kind of crazy, huh?
Well, I mean,
That was
don't know.
specific. That was
I don't really
specific.
care, bro.
But no, it was cool because it was like drinks and food were paid for.
What the fuck? Why was I not invited to this?
I mean, they're doing it again tonight. You just show up uninvited.
Never been told about any of this.
But it
That's
was
kind of
it was a
insane.
good time. I didn't have but like one beer because I was super tired. But I definitely munched some appetizers.
Just a higher
And bro,
reps, Ricky.
Bro, tumbleweed, they hook it up, bro. They hook it up. We had between the group of us, like, let's just say as a low ball, like let's say 15 dozen beers and like at least 2 or 3 different appetizers, like big amounts. We're talking like these mac and cheese bites, mozzies, chips and salsa, and like total came out to like 100.
You're saying you guys drank 144 beers plus?
No. The sum of the bill was like $100, and we drank between a dozen to 15 total
Oh,
beers.
okay. I multiplied it. I
So
was like,
3
Jesus
or 4
Christ.
appetizers and 15 beers for $100. That sounds like cheaper than you would expect.
Yeah.
So it was a good bar.
White privilege.
We should definitely like. I mean, we're never just hanging out in Pueblo West, but it was definitely a fun time.
Damn, I'm low key sad I never got invited to any of this.
They're doing it again tonight.
It's probably on. It's
You need to
probably on your
get on-
guys'
Is it only the front end or what?
You just got to get on Slack, which is that like app that the whole business communicates. Like you and I don't.
Oh, are
need
they
it.
posting it on there?
Yeah, that's where,
Okay,
That's where it's being
now I can't
communicated.
blame them. Now I can't blame them because I don't get on that shit at all. I could care
Yeah.
less about that
You was
stupid
about to
app.
cry.
I fucking honestly, I was about to be like, they don't post it. They don't fucking. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, they post in Slack. That's on me.
Yeah.
For sure on me. I don't use Slack, bro. I fucking hate that app. Actually, it's fucking
to do
annoying. Like,
to do our jobs effectively, we
escalated
don't
so
need
quickly.
it because we're
Yeah.
already in communication with the people we need to be communicating with. However, for extracurriculars, this is a way to find out.
damn, they didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Would have. I mean, I didn't even know we did stuff like that. To be honest, that's pretty crazy.
It's pretty fun.
Deryk, I'm gonna have to ask for your phone again because I do have to make the stories for the Banter Bros segment.
Oh,
So
geez.
just so you guys know, listening right now, before I get on my week, we got That 70 Show versus George Lopez, Parks and Rec versus Roseanne, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air versus Seinfeld, and Always Sunny in Philadelphia versus Malcolm in the Middle. This is a pretty good tournament right here. So I'm gonna be posting the stories on that and getting votes on that. To be honest,
Also, I got my ticket to UFC Denver.
ooh, talk about that.
Yeah, Rose Namajunas versus Macy Barber. So, like, the MMA homer in me, or Stan, I should say, wants Rose to win because she's the Colorado representative. But, like, Macy Barber is just, like, wifey type shit. Like,
Facts. Let's
she's
go.
so bad, and she could kill
For
me.
Dave, yeah.
So, like,
Dave
that
will
being
love
said, I'm going to be rooting for her. But I think she's also on the come up. She's got a multiple fight win streak. Her only setback in her like career that I can remember is when she like tore her ACL in the fight and then was just basically fighting on one
I think
leg.
she's gonna win that fight, but honestly, Rose could piece her ass up.
She could, but let's also consider that fighting at elevation sucks. It sucks. So the fact that they made them the main event with Rose being the hometown hero, if you will, as well as it's a lighter weight class, I think it makes sense. The card's not that deep, but this is the first time UFC's graced Denver or Colorado since 2018. So I've waited 30 years of my life to attend a UFC event outside of leaving like the state I lived in to go do it. And this is the first opportunity I've gotten. So I'm stupid excited. Like, could not be more thrilled.
He's a thrilled man.
Definitely spent a lot of money recently, though. God damn.
I was just watching Dana White. I was just watching Dana White on Flagrant 2, bro. He was talking about like his goals for UFC in the next few years. It's really inspiring. Like,
Dude, he's.
Y'all, I
Like
can
a
tell y'all my
It
hypothesis.
was a good interview. I listened to that whole one.
I have a hypothesis on where UFC is going to be going because there's been a lot of subtle hints dropped. So for those who are unaware, UFC has an exclusive broadcasting deal with ESPN. So to watch any UFC pay-per-view or card, you have to have ESPN Plus. Anyway, that deal ends at the end of this year, the current contract time period. And I'm not aware of any current negotiations with ESPN, but an executive at UFC said that when they signed that deal, it was kind of like a money move because they needed it. They didn't have the financial backing then that they do now. So now if that same deal was offered to them in those same terms, they wouldn't accept it. So with the whole TKO merger thing with WWE and all that, we're all very aware that WWE's Monday Night Show Raw is going to be taking place on Netflix as of
Pretty
2025. That's a TKO foot in the door to Netflix. Netflix is doing the Jake Paul boxing bout. Now, I don't know whose opponent's going to be, Tyson or Logan Paul, whatever. Just that's happening on Netflix. I feel like Netflix is getting into combat sports. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And
huge.
with TKO being in their like back pocket, so to speak, which is UFC in and of itself now, why wouldn't Dana White and company try to do that? So if the pay-per-view platform could change to where it was like an add-on to your Netflix subscription, you know how many Netflix subscriptions they would sell?
A lot, and they already have a lot. They already have like 194 million subscribers, which is insane.
Well, like all of the ESPN Plus people will just abandon ESPN Plus, myself included, the second it goes to Netflix, if that turns out to be the case. And like one thing to consider, ONE FC, as we're more than aware, is on Amazon Prime. Originally, before UFC signed the ESPN deal, because they were coming off the Fox deal, they got an offer from Amazon that they ultimately didn't take because there was some type of matching of I don't even know what that ESPN was willing to wager that Amazon was not. So things to be considered.
They're gonna be huge, dude. And honestly, I would like to put some buy some shares of TKO for real.
If UFC goes to if UFC goes to Netflix, buy. You're taking the most
buy and hold,
the
really,
best-selling
right now.
combat industry leader ever by leaps and bounds. Like UFC has like 80% type market share or something. I think it was like, I'm probably butchering these numbers, but I think UFC made like over 300 like it was like over 300 million or something like that last year. I'm probably butchering these numbers. And then like the rest, like boxing made like 70 million, like combining all boxing, like, you know what I'm saying, WBO, IBF, Top Rank, combine all that, and it didn't even make like a fifth damn near of what the UFC made. So I'm excited.
I'm excited too, dude.
Excited
See
for
where
the
it goes.
card.
I'm not too excited for the UFC card in Denver. Honestly, I was telling you about that
They
before we.
Underwhelmed us with
Very
that card.
underwhelming.
But we have seen in the past, you're going to have a bonkers crowd. You know, everyone is going to be chomping at the bit for that because it's like Denver has been deprived of UFC for 6 years. When they went to St. Louis recently, not to compare St. Louis to Denver in any way, completely different atmospheres. But that being said, it was the best-selling fight night gate-wise in UFC history, and it was like the most viewed fight night pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Fighters fight different in front of fans as compared to like the UFC Apex Center. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I expect fireworks in lieu of all of those fans, myself included, just going nuts. But yeah, underwhelming card. So we're going to go into the card with low expectations and just anticipate having a good time. We're going to go nuts on the bets that week for that card, probably.
My bad.
It's going to be a must. Do you know what night it is of the week?
July 13th, Saturday.
Cool. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, they're always on Saturdays. All right, so what I was doing, I was just posting the battle for the end of the podcast. Like I said, that 70 show versus George Lopez, Parks and Rec versus Roseanne, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air versus Seinfeld, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia versus Malcolm in the Middle. You can vote for who your favorite show is in all of those battles on our Instagram, on Street Champs Instagram and on Rick G's Instagram. So you could have two different ways of voting. And then we're going to tell you the votes from each of those, or just the winner of each of those, and then next week it battles to the final four, and then we'll just pick the favorite show from there and the tourney. But before that, we'll get into my week a little bit. Nothing crazy. Didn't help Deryk move shit for the new stuff.
Yo, fuck both of you guys. Well, no, Dave kind of helped me. Ricky just walks in here, steps on everything.
Yeah.
I also had an excuse. I was getting OT.
It's fine. It really wasn't even that tough. I just needed help with the sofas, realistically. You guys weren't there, except at the end. For the last
Why doesn't
one.
Zizi help? She's a freeloader. Ow, fucker. Other than that, no studio this week. Our studio's moving, so it's not going to be in that building anymore. It's going to be in a different building, somewhere else in Springs, hopefully on the south side. But
It's gonna be
yeah,
I bet you it's gonna be about like Top Golf.
I'll be fucking pissed. I'll be so fucking mad. I'll still go to it, but yeah, nothing crazy this week. I mean, I got confirmed for your Pack Fest. Excited for that. I'll be announcing the headliner. I asked for a night slot too, I asked for it. I was like, give me a fucking night slot because I'm gonna be going ham.
They were like, just for that, you get.
And what I played into it is the visuals. I was like, I have really epic visuals that we're gonna play, and I need them to be seen at night. So and we're gonna have. So I'm gonna be the DJ. He's gonna be the VJ, bro. He's gonna be the visual jockey right here, bro.
I'm gonna be on stage with some type of GoPro or something.
I'm down. I'm down.
Because one, I don't want to navigate the crowd, and two, I have footy from every performance of yours I've attended, so it's like a good theme for me.
I'm down. We could have the crew up there, bro. It'll be lit. You got to be vibing though. You got to be vibing.
I'm gonna be running around with a fucking GoPro.
That is gonna be lit. It's gonna be fun, dude. I don't know who the headliner is. I really want to know. They haven't
told me. It'll be summertime,
yet.
and you have the beach ball theme. Let's wear like Hawaiian lays.
Ooh, that'd be pretty hard. Some lays.
You can't tell me that isn't Clev. Well, if you don't have any more details on your week,
yeah, no crazy week.
Shall you?
No crazy week.
Okay, so for those of you who
what I will say though is new song dropping in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Thursday night or Thursday in the morning. I want to drop Thursdays now instead of Fridays. I just wanted to see the difference in between the song drops. But me and Morgan J. Cox, we're dropping "Sippin' on the Ocean." That's gonna drop in about 2 weeks, so you'll start seeing that roll out. We're back, baby. We're back.
Are you gonna try to like vibe that whole Twitch DJ shit that you posted?
Yes. So I do want to get another camera, webcam, and then have Josh help me set up all my shit, and then I'm gonna start streaming for sure.
Well,
for sure.
So for those of you
Starlinks
who tuned in to our fight companion, what was that, UFC 302?
That was fun.
Was that 302?
That was 302, yes.
Okay, so for those of you who tuned into 302, excuse me, you would have seen, due to technical difficulties, our last week's video file got corrupted. We didn't get to verbalize the bets in last week's episode, so we verbalized them on the pod.
Yes.
Or on the fight.
And technically, that was our sure about that. It was just a lot different.
Now, one thing that was inconvenient is one of his entire parlays was predicated on a basketball-like thing, and by the time Saturday showed up, that was Tuesday's bets. You know what I'm saying? So those were super old news. It still has super old news. You can still react to the wins and the losses of the parlays, but you would already know I ate a fat L this week because Rick decided to just have his best week after we're watching live and we get to the last bout of one of my parlays. It's a 9-point parlay. And the whole time...
It was Randy Brown.
Yeah, the whole time Ricky's like, no. They announced Randy Brown. I hit a 9-leg parlay. I'm riding this emotional high thinking like, yes, let's go. And by the time the co-main event ends, I said Strickland and Paulo Costa not go distance. It went the distance.
Yeah.
So I lost that bet at that moment. And it occurred to us that Rick had not lost any of his.
Yep.
So that's
when I finally looked. I was like, oh shit, Jailton won.
I finally had a not shit week. The week you decided to have a great week.
Yeah, yep.
So
Dave dropped 9 points, battle bets points, and I dropped 14 on his ass, winning by 5.
I almost had a 15-point week, or I think it was a 6-point parlay that the money line cost me.
Yeah, it would have been a 15.
Not the money line. I'm sorry,
so
the distance.
Let's go over those. You had Roman Kopylov parlayed with Strickland Costa fight not go distance.
First of all, just got to mention, Kopylov looks so good. His striking, really good. He was going up against who was like a former kickboxer. Mm-hmm. Dropped him, was beating he made him look like his little brother type shit. And a guy we've always revered kickboxers as just being superior strikers. Kopylov was not a kickboxer. He was a grappler who kind of like fell in love with his striking. So to see that type of performance, probably the most one-sided fight of the night. And the next one we kind of already hinted at. I had Strickland going against Paulo Costa, not go distance, didn't even declare a winner in my bet, and it went distance.
There's a plus 229 6-point parlay. Got the L on that, but the one you did get a dub on was Zhang moneyline. He had Zhali Zhang, who knocked out Deontay Wilder in the sixth round. Was it the fifth round? Zhali Zhang hit that money line minus 150. Then he parlayed that up with Jake Matthews, money line minus 170. Got the dub on that one, and like we said earlier, he finalized that dub with Randy Brown. Money line minus 175. He had a plus 316 parlay for 9 points that got the dub. That was his only dub though of the week because he actually had Dustin Poirier money line plus 450, 5 points. Didn't get the dub on that.
I do want to say that I made that bet before we realized the file had corrupted, and my mindset was I was taking too long to make a bet because I was
So
struggling.
you just picked one.
So I did that on like a wishful whim because I had gone for
Damn.
underdogs. It wasn't like I know this is gonna happen. It was more like if it happens, I'm gonna benefit from
And
it.
I already made bets. I had them prepared already.
Yeah. Bad times.
Bad
But
beat.
9-point parlay off the dome.
I got to go over mine, Dave, though. I only missed one leg this week, or this last week. One leg of 3 different parlays. And that leg was Rudy Gobert, 10 points. Come on, Rudy. You couldn't make 10 points, dog. Couldn't make 10 points against the Mavs. We had the Mavs money line win, the Edwards 5 rebounds win. Lost that parlay, though. Then I had a parlay with Jailton. That was a plus 226. Then I had a plus 200 with Jailton Almeida money line. Over 2.5 rounds Strickland Costa hit. And over 4.5 rounds Wilder Zhali Zhang. I barely won that one. That was an 8-point win. Then I had Zhali Zhang money line parlayed up with Sawyer DP, BKFC fighter, knocking out his competition in Denver last week.
That was like a prospect or like
Yeah, it was
challenger
it was
series.
like a challenger prospect series. Yep. So and I had watched Sawyer DP fight before, so getting the dub, 6-point parlay plus 211, and getting the dub. I mean, 2 parlays, 1 8 points, 1 6 points, 14 points. Had the win by 5. Dave getting a plus 9 on his record here. Let's go over Dave's lifetime points. He has a lifetime points of 152 points. This battle bet season, though, out of 100 points, he has 43. 25 bets won, 69 bets lost.
I'm
A nice
retiring.
number.
I'm retiring. I'm retiring.
You should, because your season record is 2-8-5. 2-8-5.
I retired with the
Insane.
belt. I broke my ankle in round 5. This is a doctor's no contest.
Yeah, no contest. Lifetime points for Big Rick right here, 162 points. I have a season points of 87 points now, out of 100, 13 points away from the belt. And I have 26 bets won, 73 bets lost. My season record is 8-2-5. It's looking good, man. I mean, if you guys want to check out the points for all of the battle bets that I'm talking about, just check in the description below. We're going to be making some new bets here on the new fights for this week or new events. Before we do that, let me go over the bet that I won last night, though. Actually,
on
I
Boston.
had been really pissed off. It was on basketball because I had been losing a lot of, not on battle bets. I've been hitting my battle bets, but outside, all these other fights bets, I've been missing them and losing all my money. So I dwindled down to only $20 in DraftKings. Well, I was like, fuck it. And last night, before I went into the gym, I bet all $20 last night on a parlay. And that parlay motherfucking hit, so I doubled my fucking money to $41, which was nice. So I'm going to go
Hell
over that
yeah.
real quick. It was a plus 104 parlay for the NBA season finals. I had Jaylen Brown over 20 points, Luka Doncic over 25 points, and Al Horford over 5 rebounds, hitting all 3 of those legs, and Boston Celtics win over the Dallas Mavericks, almost 20 points, 18 points. And, I mean, I was just happy about it. Bet 2102, won 42.88. I was like, fuck it, I need to double my money back up for these bets. We're going to be doing the Deryk parlay again. Deryk is making his Deryk parlay again this week.
Don't know what
And
it is.
he's going to hit it this time because he only missed 2 legs last week out of 12. Hit 10 legs.
I keep telling him, break it up. Let's make some money.
No, bro, you got to have, it's a Deryk parlay. We can't have Deryk parlays.
We gotta. I'm not even gonna.
It has to be
download the app.
Deryk's parlay because it makes it fun that it's a high odd, you know? Because if we half it off, you're only going to have an odd of plus 100 for 6 fucking legs. That's going to be stupid.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. When you split it up like that, your odd is just way less. But, yeah, that was one hit. And let's see what else I hit last week. I hit the 2 battle bets that I took. That's it. That's all I hit last week. Let's go over the losses, though. I did a live bet of Paulo Costa. If you want to watch our last episode, our live reaction, lost that at plus 300. Lost a live bet on Alex Morono plus 750. Lost that one. Had a parlay of Alex Morono money line with Kevin Holland money line, and that fight to go over 1.5. Lost that. Had a parlay of Randy Brown parlayed up with Cesar Almeida and Roman Kopylov not go distance. Went the distance. Lost that.
First of all, are we just gonna glide past Kevin Holland snapping man's arm?
You snapped his arm. Snapped his arm clean. I don't know why you don't tap. Dude, you lost. Just tap. Like, so you could have an arm.
Yeah.
So you just have an arm, you know? Like, I don't know if he broke it, but he might have dislocated the shit out
Whatever
of it.
he did, this
It was
you
bad.
could see like where this should be flat and attached. You could see like the end of it.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Did not look good.
It was disgusting. And then I lost my Alex Morono bet and the Eileen Perez and Jocelyn Edwards not go distance. And then Dustin Poirier money line.
There you go.
A lot of lost bets last week. That's why I had to do the bet last night for the Dallas Mavericks to make up for it. And we made up for it. Let's go, Mavs. I hope they win this next one. I don't know if I'm going to bet on them to do it, though. I'll have to look at the odds. We'll see what's good. I have some fight bets ready, though. I don't know if Dave has any bets ready. What do you got?
I have one basketball bet that was suggested, but I really like it, so I want to use it.
All right. Let's see what you got.
Technically, it's the same game.
And before we do, this is the hit the battle bets
Please.
thing. Yeah. We should hit that a little bit ago. It's okay, though. So for this part of the podcast,
Battle bets.
we are going over the sports bets we're picking this week. I get 3 bets. He gets 3 bets. And we have a point system that we're going off of. Check the description for that. For each odd that it has, it gives us a certain amount of points. And then we have a season. Each season, the person holds the belt right now. He holds the belt. But I'm only 13 points away from taking it from him. And Dave is 57 points away from the belt this season. So he's going to spit off his first bet. I'm going to give him a point value, and then I'm going to spit off mine, and then we're just going to keep going. And we'll see who wins next week. After that, we're going to be talking about our sitcom tournament. So thank you guys if you are watching this. Go ahead, Dave. Read off your first bet for the sports bet.
It's technically a same game parlay, so it doesn't show me it's a 3-leg parlay. It doesn't show each leg as we've described. It just shows the summation.
And a 3-leg parlay gives you 5 bonus points.
So you can kind of type them in a way that consolidates the bet.
Okay.
But so here we go. It's an all basketball bet. The name of the bet on ESPN Bet, it's a feature bet. So for those of you who use ESPN Bet, you could find this yourselves. The name of the bet is called...
I feel like you should get a bonus point for ESPN feature bet.
It's called Seeing Green is the name of the bet.
Here, I'm going to write that down. New rule, ESPN feature.
You could,
or I'm just going to put...
just feature bet. Because we'll confide in
I'm just going to put bookie feature. Oops, I spelled feature wrong. Jesus.
Feature.
Bookie feature bets is an added 1 point.
Awesome.
All right, go ahead.
So, first leg, again, this is going to read very similar. Luka Doncic to record a double-double.
Ooh. All right, Luka. Double-double.
Second leg, Jason Tatum to record a double-double.
Ooh. That's a good bet. I already like both of those legs, honestly.
And then third leg, total points in game 2 over 216.5. So if the team's combined score, if one scores 100, the other scores 100, that's 200. That would be under 216.5. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What's your odd on that?
Plus 600.
Whoa.
I think
Dave.
those double-doubles seemingly gimmies to assume that Jason Tatum won't get 10 assists or 10 rebounds. He should get 10 points.
Oh, my God. An 11-point parlay.
And Luka's, is that including the extra point?
Yes, that is
okay, so
including
Luka
the
is
extra point.
like a walking triple-double sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. So to assume he can't get a double-double, the only question mark for me will be, will they score enough points? Because like playoff games could have stellar defense, and it could be like a 90 to 110 game type shit, and that's not going to qualify.
You're a fucking crazy bastard. Same game parlay. It's a feature bet, so he gets an added 1 point. Luka double-double, Jason Tatum double-double in this next game for the finals. Then he needs the total points of game 2 to be over 216.5 added together.
That's what it looks like.
I like it, man. Feature bet. Seeing green.
Didn't even have to look for that.
Seeing
it was in front of me.
Green. All right, cool. I like that first bet. Let's go over my bets that I have already taken. So Dave just dropped an 11-point parlay. I do believe that's the biggest point parlay in Battle Bets history so far, point-wise, because usually we stop at 10 until we add like live bets and shit. And I think I've only had a 10-pointer. I might have had a 12-pointer. I really don't remember. But let's go over my open bets. All right. So for this first one, it's just real simple, real easy. I'm going to be picking Miguel Baeza, money line, and he is in UFC. He's going to be on the prelims. And that is a minus 192 parlay or leg piece. Minus 192. Then I'm picking up Jared Cannonier, money line.
Ooh.
It's going to be a hard fought. I mean, he's a plus 102. He's almost close to even money. Underdog, though. And that's a plus 207 parlay for 6 points for the battle bets. So I picked up Miguel Baeza, money line, Jared Cannonier, money line. And that is my bet. So right now, Dave has an 11-point parlay, almost doubling my point parlay. And I have a 6-point parlay right now.
Trying to think.
Damn, Dave, you almost doubled my fucking shit. I'm actually kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of need a big bet or something. Look at my other shit that I have. Ooh, this is a nice one. This next one's a nice one.
This might be. Ooh, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me see.
All right, so I'm gonna start writing down my second one.
All right,
I'm
adding this third leg.
I don't have to.
And then I'll be ready.
Okay. Yeah, you're good, dude.
All right.
So this is Dave's second bet.
3-leg parlay, all MMA. First leg of the parlay. The youngest UFC fighter to ever win is fighting again. You know who I'm talking about. Raul Rosas Jr. Money line. He's taken on Ricky Turcios.
Turcios.
I was close.
Yeah, you were close. You're good.
That-
That's Sazzlefish. I already know it's Sazzlefish.
That's a Sazzle.
Is that a Sazzle? Is that a Cbass?
The door was open.
Oh no.
The door was both open.
Oh no.
There he is. Look who it is, dude. Look who's showing up late. 6:16. I bet he was sleeping. You were sleeping, weren't you? Yeah, Bass was a sleepy Bass. I knew he was a sleepy Bass. What? Yo, you're going to wear that to all the raves now. Yo, come show the camera. Come show the camera. So check it out, dude. For the new freaking season, Street Champs.
That's actually why I lost sleep. I almost had it finished, and then I realized I had the letters not reversed, so I had to
Redo it.
reverse the letters. At least the champs in the street.
That's fire. So now all you have to do is like put it on a necklace, bro, and you'll be able to wear it at raves.
I'm
No,
gonna start
I'm not
making
gonna-
those with you, little
so-
Morphe.
Perlers.
Congratulations, or
I'm not gonna wear it out. We gotta put it somewhere. We gotta
Yeah.
put it somewhere here.
That's fire, bro. Yeah, you got to put it up somewhere. You should put it up against these bottles or something, like the fireball. Put it like against it.
I'm gonna sit down.
Like right, yeah, right there.
No
Yeah.
headphones. No mic. What's up?
What up?
What up, dude?
I'll get you right.
Yeah, he'll set you up. So actually, was just going over Dave's parlay. Go ahead and continue that, Dave. He picked up Raul Rosas Jr. money line.
See, he's
What is that? That's a minus what? 200.
235.
Nice,
So pretty favored.
beautiful. Go ahead and continue.
So second one, you have Dustin Jacoby taking on Dominic Reyes.
Dude, you're copying my fucking money line or
No.
my parlay. You're hilarious.
Hold on, though. Just
You're
hold on.
hilarious.
So you got Dominic Reyes taking on.
If you pick Tiogo Moises, I'm gonna be fucking mad.
Listen, you got Dominic Reyes versus Dustin Jacoby.
Yep.
And anything you know about Dominic Reyes, he's pretty much kill or be killed, but mostly been killed in his last couple fights.
Yes.
And Dustin Jacoby is no chump. He's a brawler too. So
Yep.
I just have that not go distance.
Ah, okay.
It's light heavyweight. Dominic Reyes gave John Jones a good run for his money, and then it's just been on a
What is
downward
that? What is that? A minus
200, which I was
Beautiful.
kind of shocked.
beautiful, beautiful.
I think-
Minus 200 with a minus 235. What is your last leg?
And then main event, Jared Cannonier versus Nasruddin Imavov.
Mm-hmm.
Not go distance.
I like it.
Should be 5 rounds, middleweight bout. We're gonna wait and see what happens, but that's a minus 105.
Minus 105. What does that parlay come up to? Is a minus 235, a minus 200, and a minus 105?
Plus 317.
Plus 317 parlay. You almost... I was so worried that you were going to fucking copy my parlay.
Just because 2 legs are similar.
Yes, dude. So he has a plus 317 parlay. 4 points plus the 3 legs. That's a 9-point parlay, my friend. 9 points.
Yeah.
So Dave is swinging big, dude. He is coming at me. No Diddy. He's coming at me. But let me go over this parlay that I got. So I'm picking up Dustin Jacoby money line. Let's go. Picking him up. I mean, he's a minus 245 on my book that I picked him up as. And I'm parlaying that up with Raul Rosas Jr. See, this is why I was worried. Because you had picked the same money line as me. Can't type right now. That's a minus 230. So I have Dustin Jacoby, Raul Rosas, and I'm parlaying them up with Thiago Moises. We're actually getting him at plus money, which is really nice, if you ask me. I actually picked him up separately, too, just an outright bet for Thiago Moises, because I think he's definitely going to win this fight. And, I mean, plus 110 is just nice money to me. So we got 3 legs parlayed up. Let me write down money line right here. I literally spelled money line wrong 3 different times typing this out. I'm just going to leave it. And that parlay comes to a plus 324. Plus 324 parlay. It's going to be the same as Dave's 9-point parlay, but it's a little bit different. So I have 2 parlays, a plus 207, a plus 324. Dave right now has a plus 600 and a plus 317. Dave, are you ready with your third bet?
Yeah.
For battle bets.
And this one's going to be a little slightly littered with bonus points, and the odds just keep bouncing, so I'm going to try to get it out as fast as I can.
Littered with bonus points. He's going to try and get it out as fast as he can.
2
that
live
tells
games.
me it's a live game. 2
2
live games.
live bets.
Oh, he's going. He's swinging big. Dave doesn't give a fuck. Okay, go ahead. What do you got? Let's get it quick.
Okay, well, it's freaking out. It's like it just
Changing.
Look, it's suspending and unsuspending.
Uh-oh.
But you're seeing that in real time. You see that odd? That's what we're going to go with because you see it right now in real time. So,
what is it?
Money line right now, live. You have the Seattle Mariners taking on the Kansas City Royals. I'm going to take the Kansas City Royals money line. If I'm not mistaken, it's top of the first as we're recording this. Plus 110. 0-0 last I checked.
Plus 110. Go ahead.
Second leg, I haven't checked the score, but I liked the odds. Another live one. You got the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Colorado Rockies right now.
So St. Louis Cardinals.
And they're a minus 200 for the Cardinals.
Minus 200. 1 point. Live bet.
And then that makes the odd plus 221. Did I tell you what the Royals was?
What's the... Yeah, it was a
'Cause
plus 110. What's the Cardinals odd? 200?
Yeah.
Minus
Now it just
200.
bounced again. Look, it keeps bouncing like so many times. Now it's minus, or it's plus 290.
What was it before?
It was plus like 221 or something.
Okay, it's still in the 200s. Okay, good. So we'll just accept the 200 then. So we'll do...
It's going to be the same amount of points between 220 and 290.
Plus 220 is
But
what
2
I'll just
bonus
say.
points for 2 live bets.
Yeah, so that's an 8-point parlay.
Yeah, I'm swinging. That's not even crazy odds. But again, this parlay doesn't even want to let this like happen. Depending on the second, you're
Wow,
staring at
the
it.
first ever live parlay put in by Dave.
entire.
8 points on battle bets if this cashes.
So I have like what 28 points on the board this week. It's like an 11-point
Yeah.
parlay, and then
An 11-point parlay, a 9-point parlay, and an 8-point live parlay. Damn. That's, I mean, I'm legit kind of scared. So let me see what I got for right now. So I'm gonna switch
Oh my
up.
god, yo, the odds just changed crazily. Not
What
in a
is
good
it?
way.
What
We're
is
not
it now?
changing it. We're not changing
Yeah,
it.
we can't change it anymore.
But it's
written.
plus 700. I bet you the
Ooh.
Royals just got scored on.
Yeah, I think the Royals did just get scored on. Ooh, not in your favor. Ooh, Dave.
Oh well, it was a fun swing.
Yeah, it was a fun swing to try, and you never know what's gonna happen.
It's
like,
baseball, dude.
Yeah.
Like plus 763 right now for that bet
Damn.
because the Royals just went to a plus 475. Let me look at that game to see what happened.
So for this first leg, I'm gonna pick up Dustin Stolfoots. I'm not gonna read you off.
Oh, the
odd.
Mariners might have got a grand slam because now it's 4-0.
Damn.
Damn.
Oh no, you definitely lost that one, buddy.
Probably.
Yeah, prawls
Top
on
of the
that.
first, and you got 4 on your head top, bro.
Right when you took the
And-
parlay.
and there's
That's
someone-
so funny. He
there's a
just took the parlay.
There's also a batter on second as we speak.
Oh my god, Dave. You just got destroyed.
There's
my
2 outs
friend.
at least. The fuck?
I don't know. You just got destroyed.
Jesus Christ. Now 5? Bro, what happened? It's 5 now? I hate this. I bet
Yeah, there's 5 points against you?
the odds are now plus 1,000. Wow.
You just took the worst live bet in fucking history, probably.
Maybe.
Jesus.
How the fuck? Who's pitching right now? I don't even know the name of them, and I know that they're not doing
So
good.
I'm making a crazy parlay on Dave. He's going to be really pissed about this one, I'm not going to lie.
I'm already pissed about the one I made. The fuck? Plus 1,064 right now. Y'all bet $1.
Are
you
the
might win
Celtics
100.
playing at the Celtics? Oh yeah, they're at home this
Boston.
next game. Ooh, that's not good. All right, let's
I
see
felt
what I'm
bad
gonna do,
for
though.
the Mavs. They were getting spanked game one. Like, I looked after halftime when I tuned in, they were down, I think, 21, and I'm just like, Jesus.
Yeah, it was they were getting spanked.
NBA Finals.
I'm just glad I won my bets. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Like I was just hype over the moon that I won the bets because I was really scared. I was really scared. So I just keep adding legs to this parlay, Dave, because I'm coming at you. I'm coming at you, no diddy.
Well,
DraftKings is acting really shitty right now, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Swing Hemi.
I mean, while he's doing that, I want to.
Yeah, shout out something.
Obviously I haven't talked this episode. Sorry, for being late. I had a rough day, long day, and but I wanted to talk about a parlay that I did yesterday that I was like 2 points away from winning.
What?
If it was like a plus one or 1,468, and the only thing that didn't hit is the Padres did not win. They had 10 hits and only 3 runs.
The parents let you
They
down.
had it. They had it, bro. They had it. The Padres had it, and they choked.
Damn
And,
parents.
yeah, it would have been a big win. And yeah, I'm kind of salty at them right now. So, Padres, watch out. You might get an enemy. But I was literally, yeah. So I was watching the games while I was eating dinner, and like I saw the Yankees was playing. I was like, I'm gonna pick up the Yankees, and then I put up this absurd parlay, and yeah, it almost hit.
That parlay I suggested sitting at a whopping plus 2,000 damn near.
Damn near.
Jesus.
What did they do? 7 runs in the top of the first, bro? Sorry.
7 runs.
I cherry picked the most one-sided
Yo, you
inning
fucked
ever.
up. You fucked up big time, dude.
7. This pitcher is going back to AAA, bro.
That's insane.
What the fuck? 7-0. I'm so sorry. I rudely interrupted. I'm a terrible co-host, bro.
No, you're perfectly fine.
Dave is fucking pissed right now. That's so funny. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, Dave. I feel so bad for you right now.
So you mad at I call the Padres the parents because I think it's funny, but god damn it.
I'm trying to look for Luka double right now. I can't
Sorry, I
find it.
breezed past that. I should have chuckled or something. Another side note for me, I'm pretty sure I had a bet for someone to win, and then now it's gonna be the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers, who I have a grudge against, because I kept on betting on them, and they didn't win, but now they're in the fucking Stanley Cup Finals, so no. I don't know. I just have an enemy because I'm rooting.
All right.
I'm rooting for Edmonton
I'm ready.
right now, and Florida Panthers can suck a dick.
Damn. Is that how you really feel?
That is how I really feel.
Where's Edmonton?
Canada.
Yeah, it's in Alberta. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, nothing really good has ever came from Canada.
What are you talking about? Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
That's not even on the sitcom
Drake.
list.
Did not make it. It did not make
See?
it. It got voted out first. I'm not gonna lie. It was the first one gone.
I do enjoy maple
Drizzy
syrup.
is from Canada.
Yeah, Drake is from Canada. You should fucking be happy as fuck.
Maple syrup?
Yeah.
This motherfucker said maple syrup, and she said Mercules.
Yeah,
So-
Mercules is from Canada.
And so is Justin Bieber.
Yeah. All
That is a
them
crazy
mugs.
zeitgeist you have living
All
in
them
that.
mugs.
When you think of Canada, you think of Bieber and Mercules? What?
Mercules came from there.
No, that's not a disrespectful take. That's just
so-
those are just two
What
different
else came
walks
from there?
of life artists.
Is Degrassi from Canada?
Yeah. It
yeah,
was
it's a Canadian show.
If Drake's
Yeah,
from
that's a
Canada, then
Canadian
yes.
Yeah. All right, let me read off this parlay that I got because I'm gonna destroy Dave. So right now I'm writing it down. Let me just write down the last leg, and let me write down the odd. All right, so let's go over it. I picked up Dustin Stolfoots money line plus 210. I'm parlaying that up with Zach Reese money line plus 114. Both of those are UFC fighters. Then I'm parlaying that up with the same game parlay, which is a minus 105 for 3 legs. Jaylen Brown, 18 points. That was like a minus 500. Kyrie Irving, 18 points. That was like a minus 400, I think. Luka Doncic, double-double. That was like a minus 200. Parlayed all together for a plus 1195 parlay. Plus, might as well stab Dave in the heart while we're here. Plus 1195, so we got 5 points. Plus 3 legs. 5 points, right? Or no, plus, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legs. So let's go to a 5 leg. 8 points, adding on 5 points. 13-point parlay, the biggest parlay in Battle Bets history. And I just wanted to seal the deal on him.
I also want to point out
Because I think I only need 13 points.
Yeah,
That's pretty crazy.
I want to point out though.
Yeah, I only need 13 points, so if that parlay hits, it's over.
Didn't even plan this, but my baseball bet is a all Missouri baseball bet. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Kansas City Royals.
Oh, nice.
Didn't even plan that. I just looked at the odds and I was like, huh. Because when I placed that, it was like a plus 200.
The Cardinals are playing the Rockies, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah, that should be an easy win.
Yeah, easy win.
Yeah, I picked them up.
Damn, Dave. All right, well.
I'm glad you showed up because we need your vote for sitcom stuff. Actually,
Yeah, we do need your vote.
That is why I
You-
came. I was like, I at least have to come for that.
So we
well,
had.
Well, also because I'm not gonna be here for 2 weeks. Because next week I'm gonna be in Tennessee, Bonnaroo, and then
Sick.
I have
I'm so sick.
I have family
I'm
shit
jealous.
on the 21st, so I might be able to make it, but also it's family shit, so yeah, I might not be able to make it.
Let's go over these
Respect,
points real
respect.
quick. So
You can take
Dave,
your Bonnaroo.
Dave's week, he's got this guy. Damn, 28 points on the damn board. 28 points he could win, and I got 28 points. We're the same.
Wow.
So each of us can win 28 points. We could tie if all of us win our bets this week.
So
That'd be insane.
Well,
I'd
you-
still
you
win
would-
though this
yeah.
season. Yeah.
So we made an executive decision while you were gone, and we had. If you scroll up to the seeding, how we determine the seeding for the top 8, which is already determined, polls are already up. It is what it is. We had a tie for number 8, and it was
George Lopez and friends.
and it was just
Oh,
4
it
of
was
us.
Between those, it was between
We know
those.
you. Who we think we know what you would have voted.
George Lopez.
I assumed you would have voted Friends.
Dave's right.
You would have voted
Yes,
friends.
I would've
thank
voted
you.
So it would have been
That
2
and-
and then 3. It still
So
wouldn't have
you
mattered.
still would have lost.
But
yeah.
I wanted to vocalize that so you were aware because I was confident that like
Okay.
your voice should have been heard in that
Mm.
moment. It didn't
Yeah.
get the opportunity to.
As much as I love George Lopez, I've watched Friends in its entirety. So
Same. I think Ricky's vote is fake because he watches Friends with me all the time.
I
George
mean,
Lopez is the
y'all
better
are
show, though.
he's yeah. If you're married, you're like contractually obligated to like spend time together.
Yeah. All right, so let's read over these bets. Let's end battle bets, and then we'll continue.
Let him rip.
Dave's same game parlay is Seeing Green. It's actually a featured one. That's why he gets an extra point. So that's one thing we added for battle bets. Any feature bet that you choose, like a self-made bet, like from DraftKings or something, or for in his case it was ESPN's bet, you get 1 point extra because it's like they made it. So you just take it. So he took a same game parlay. Luka Doncic double-double, Jason Tatum double-double. Total points of the game over 216.5. That's a plus 600 parlay for 11 points.
Yo, the Mavericks and Celtics game. Oh my God, what the fuck happened? The Mavericks didn't score
Yeah, they
at
sucked.
all.
No.
Like I was also watching that, and I also had a bet for them to get like over what was it, like 100 points or something like that. It was like 51 in the first and like 54 in the second, and they didn't even come close.
They didn't even come close to that.
I was just like, this is for sure. I was
Celtics
like-
had really good defense.
and then nah.
Dave's second parlay was Raul Rosas Jr. money line, Dustin Jacoby versus Dominic Reyes not go distance, and Jared Cannonier versus Imavov not go distance. Plus 317 parlay 9 points. Then he's got a plus 220 parlay 8 points. Live parlay that he's actually eating dick on right now. He picked up the KC Royals money line live bet at plus 110 is what they were at when he picked it up. And then he picked up the St. Louis Cardinals live bet for that live parlay 8 points. And what is that odd at now, Dave? Plus 2,000 instead of plus 220?
It's now suspended at the moment because that
Insane.
the odds bad.
Yeah.
Now it's plus 1,400.
Damn.
See now
Sorry,
the
Dave.
cards are swinging in the negative really hard, which is like almost neutraling out how overwhelmingly like bad Kansas
Well,
City.
anything can happen in baseball. Never really know.
Yeah.
I picked up a few parlays that were really nice in my eyes. I got Miguel Baeza money line -192 with Jared Cannonier money line +102. That's a +207 parlay for 6 points. Then I got Dustin Jacoby money line, Raul Rosas money line, Tiago Moises money line, and that's a +324 parlay, 9 points. And then I made that big one, a +1195 parlay, 13 points. Same game parlay on the finals with Dustin Stillfoots and Zachary's money line on those. Jalen Brown 18 points, Kyrie Irving 18 points, Luka Doncic double. We'll see what happens for next week. I think I'm going to take Dave out. I think it's over. He might get one more week of the season to hold that belt, but
Then you think you have it?
then
Well,
then it's over, and then you're in it.
Yeah.
Then I have to change up all the rules for 3 people, because that's the thing. Because right now we're on a win-loss system,
Yeah.
win or lose. I don't know how we're going to do it with 3 people. Like,
I mean-
should the 2 that don't win just lose? That counts as a loss on the record, or should we just should I count first place wins, second place win, and third place wins?
We'll have to just
We're gonna have
figure
to
it out.
figure it out. We'll decide
Yeah.
it. But that is that week for battle bets, and that's it, dude.
I have a parlay.
Well, go ahead and shout out some bets that you have this week.
Well, I this is the only one that I built while I was here.
What you got?
I didn't have no times. I'll probably play some other bets, but this is a whole live bet. It's a 3-pick parlay. It's a pretty big one. Honestly, I should have looked at the second one a little closer, but I'm pretty confident in the other 2. Just Yankees to win over the LA Dodgers. They're all live, like I said. It's top of the 6th. And then I have the Cubs to win over the Reds. That one I'm not too sure about. I didn't look at the score. They're already up 3 in the in the top of the 6th, so that's not great. But they could still pull through. Hopefully, they have the runs, but they don't have they have the hits, but they don't have the runs. So maybe they can pull through. And then last one is just the over of 7 points for the Rockies Cardinals, which I'm pretty confident will happen. I have no doubt that it will happen.
I like that. We're going to be doing the Deryk parlay. So let me pull up the next. Where do I go on, Dave, again? Do you remember?
What are you trying
To
to
get the cool thing that we look at?
Isn't it just
all the fights?
ESPN?
Yeah.
Is it on ESPN? Like where?
Yeah.
Just click the card.
Ooh, then I get to. I'll put together a parlay for this.
I don't know where to look.
Ah, I forgot my watch.
I can't find it.
While you do that, Cbass, thank you so much for that.
No one hears you, Derek.
Thank you so much for that thing, bro. For adding it to the set, man. That looks so dope.
Yeah, the Pearly Bro. Like I said, I had it all good, and then I forgot that it has to be backwards. Honestly, I didn't want to point it out, but I'm gonna point it out now because it's kind of OCD. The spacing is wrong. I forgot to put the spacing from the C in the middle of the M and the P on the C side. So it's a little oddly spaced.
Good job, Cbass.
I honestly didn't even realize it. Like, I know what it says, because just memory at this point, and it looks awesome.
Yeah, but no problem, man. It's honestly in honor of you going to your first rave. I thought I was gonna have it done, fucking before the rave, but I did not, and yeah.
That's why he was going to give you out the rave to wear.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah, I was.
Because
Damn,
like
I
a lot of
really was.
it's like a rave thing to wear. Like everybody makes their own and shit.
and I gave you that bracelet that said "I love tops," and we broke it.
Yeah, I was just banging too hard, so thank you, lovely.
I was just
But,
banging too hard.
I was just banging too hard. So
All right, let's get this.
Time for this Deryk
Let's
parlay.
get this parlay out the way because I have to go soon.
What the fuck? What are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
What the
Dave-
fuck?
Dave has things to do.
You know, he told me he's going on a.
Nice thing.
Yeah, this took way too much longer than I anticipated. So
Well,
What
we had
the
to
fuck?
get the couches right. Like my bad, but it was worth it because now this set looks so.
What
dope.
time do you have? What time do you have to leave?
I'm probably gonna leave in like 15 or less.
Dang.
Wow. All right. Well, Dave might not be here for the sitcom shit,
Yeah,
which I mean, I don't really care.
You were giving me shit in the group chat about why is it always our show, and I hurried up, and you're leaving.
I know
Hurry
it's
it up.
hilarious, right?
We had to move the couches.
we were here like an hour before we could start because it wasn't ready. Whose fault was that?
What's more important, Dave?
Me, but I'm only one person.
Well, regardless, we're gonna wrap this up soon for me.
I mean, you're just gonna leave.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no rapping. You're just gonna walk out. But all right, Deryk's parlay going on right now. He's gonna pick just off of name and look alone because he doesn't watch fights like that. But we do have Odd up here.
Yeah, she a baddie. One on the left. I choose the one on the left.
Redhead.
Oh, we don't even have to say the name. So one on the left, that's Rayanne Dos Santos, minus 340. Picked her up.
Hold up, let me get there.
We'll get there.
This is the Deryk parlay, not the Cbass parlay.
It's the Deryk and Cbass
Yeah,
parlay
I
now.
like doing my parlay when he does his.
All right,
It's my system.
all right. Well, hurry up.
She a baddie. She's showing her panty.
Okay, I'm here.
Now we got Cody Stamen versus Taylor Lapalus.
That
We
guy,
got
has
Lapalus, the minus 275.
that guy has a really low jaw, so I'm gonna go the one on the left.
Corey Stamen, a plus 225.
Yeah, it's too low of a jaw.
Too low of a jaw for Lapalus? Too low of a jaw? Or wait, who you picking this guy?
I'm picking
Or-
the guy on the left.
Okay, cool. That's what we got. All right, you got Cody Stamen. Now we got Eduarda Mora or Denise Gomez.
Definitely going left because the one on the right looks like a Karen to be.
Karen to be. So he's got Eduarda, the favorite.
Her significant strike accuracy is like way higher than the other chicks.
John Castaneda on the left or Daniel Marcos on the right. Plus 105 on the left, minus 125. You could pick really any.
Dang, I just saw that guy's 15 undefeated, so I'm gonna go guy on the right.
Marcos
Yeah,
undefeated.
16 undefeated for show.
Then he is the favorite, minus 130. Next, Andrea Lee
Oh,
or Montana De La Rosa.
she has a nice smile. I'll go girl on the left. She looks like she could like
Favorite.
sell me a sandwich at McAllister's.
She's like 60 years older than me.
Deryk's on 5 picks, parlay odd plus 1713. Brad Katona or Jesse Butler.
Or
Brad Katona's a minus 700. I feel like.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Do that one.
Come
then.
on. Yeah.
I was just gonna go off name right there, but good thing you
Brad
said
Katona? Or are we going to go off Jesse Butler?
No, go do the really high favorite on that.
Okay. We got Charles Radke or Carlos Prates.
One. Okay, just going off name alone. I'm not even looking at their photos on this one.
Mm.
Charles Radke, Carlos what?
Prates.
Going Mexican guy.
He's Brazilian, but I mean,
Same shit.
to you, same shit, yeah. Then we got Thiago Moises or Ludovic Klein. Thiago Moises, Ludovic
Guy on the
Klein.
left because his six pack is more developed in this photo.
Picking up Thiago. That's who I picked up too. Miguel Baeza or Punahele Soriano.
That guy has a really flat head, so no.
Which
Guy
one?
on the-
This guy?
the guy on
This
the
guy's a
right has a-
flathead.
He has a really flat head, so I'm gonna go on the guy on the left.
Miguel Baeza. We got Julian Marquez on the left or Zach Reese on the right.
Just so you know, before you answer, Jacoby, I'm pretty sure, cornered Julian Marquez before.
And fucked him up.
No,
No, he
cornered.
was on his team
Oh, I thought
at
you
one
meant,
point. I think he moved. Jacoby changed gyms.
I
Though.
believe so, but it's just worth knowing
think
that he was
lives in a
a
different state. now.
homie with Jacoby in some capacity.
You know how Pokemon evolved? The guy on the right looks like a less evolved version of the guy on the left. So I'm gonna go guy on the left.
Damn.
Julian Marquez, the favorites.
That is a burn.
Right.
You just said Pika and Raichu, basically.
Exactly.
Bruno Ferreira or Dustin Stolfoots.
Guy on the left for sure, because the guy on the right looks like a math teacher.
Minus 258. Favorite. Raul Rosas Jr. or Ricky Tercios.
Guy on the left, because I've seen him before for sure.
Yeah, you remember Raul
I've
Rosas?
seen him like where the fuck?
He's the 17-year-old that fights.
Oh yeah.
He's 17.
He's
Mhm.
19.
Yeah, it's
19.
for
Oh, is he
CTE.
19?
It says it right there.
Does he? Oh.
He's gonna donate
Oh,
his
yeah,
brain
he's
to
19. I'm
science.
stupid. I didn't even read. I'm dumb. He's fighting a 31-year-old.
That guy
All
looks like Pedro.
Dominic Reyes on the left, Dustin Jacoby on the right.
Probably Jacoby, because Jacoby.
Mm,
It's name right there.
name right there. Dustin, he fights out of Denver, I believe. Jared Cannonier, Nasruddin Imovov.
Go with the black guy.
Hell yeah. Jared Cannonier plus 102. We have 14 fights this week. Deryk has 14 picks this week. Let's go over it, man. Let's go over it real quick. Let it load, because this is a high odd. Might be Deryk's one of the highest odds that he's ever done for the Deryk parlay. This is Rayan Dos Santos, Cody Stamen, Eduarda Mora, Daniel Marcos, Andrea Lee, Brad Katona, Carlos Prates, Thiago Moises, Miguel Baeza, Julian Marquez, Bruno Ferreira, Raul Rosas Jr., Dustin Jacoby, and Jared Cannonier. 14-pick UFC parlay. That parlay comes to a plus 97,629. If you bet $1 on that, you win. Oops. If you bet $1 on that, you win $977.29. That's exactly what we're doing here. Betting $1 on that.
We eating, boys. And
We
girls.
eating, boys. Taking that Deryk parlay, and we'll see how many legs he cashes. Cbass. What is the Cbass parlay for this fight? Just read them off quick, and then give me your odd.
Let's see here. Julian Marquez to win money line. Then just the Rosa and the Rule and Ricky fight to go over 2 rounds. And then what the fuck is his name? Imovov?
Nasruddin Imavov.
Yeah, him to win. And then it's going to be a plus 407.
Nice. That is the Cbass UFC Fight Night Parlay. Cannonier versus Imavov. That is the end of Battle Bets, just our betting segment, really. So now we're going to get into our sitcom bracket. We're trying to go quick for Mr. Dave. Are you dipping, Dave? What's your plan?
I'm
Curious. Got a few?
Yeah, I got a few.
All right. So we're going to be going over a few different battles here. The first battle, we actually went off seeding, so our top 8, let's read off the top 8. We had, for the sitcoms, of best sitcoms of Street Champs, we have That 70 Show in the first seeding. Right after that, we have Parks and Rec. Third seed, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Fourth seed, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Fifth seed, Malcolm in the Middle. Sixth seed, Seinfeld. Seventh seed, Roseanne. And then at the end, 8th seed, George Lopez. So we're doing normal tournament bracketing. So That 70 Show is versus George Lopez. Parks and Rec versus Roseanne. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air versus Seinfeld. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia versus Malcolm in the Middle. You can vote on each of these sitcoms on our Instagram, Street Champs. If you just type in Street Champs on Instagram, it should pop up. But it's Street Champs _. Or you can check my Instagram as well in the description below to get your votes in, which I need to vote for mine real quick so I can look at the results. Deryk, go vote for yours so you can look at the results too. Right. Ooh, this is going to be a pretty crazy vote. I'm not going to lie. All right. And we're going to be reading off the voting off that for the versus. So the first battle is That 70 Show versus George Lopez. We got all votes in here. 5 votes each person in the room. Then we're going to read the votes off of our chat. I mean, just the votes on there.
I guess next week.
And, yeah, we're going to go off of it next week, but we are going to tally our votes down for this week for the people in the room. So That 70 Show versus George Lopez. Who do you guys got? I got That 70 Show.
This one
Easy.
doesn't even deserve to be debated because
I mean, really.
it's so egregious. None of them, I don't think. I that's my favorite sitcom, bro.
That 70 Show, easy. So 10 votes on the board for That 70 Show. Who do you got, Cbass?
That 70 Show.
15.
15. Who you got?
I feel like if George Lopez was more steadily available, because you can't fucking watch it anywhere.
You really can't.
Like, I think it would be more of a contender. Like,
Facts.
we forget all the episodes we know and love.
Facts.
Like when the dog got fleas or whatever, and he had to give it shots.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
He's like, how do I
yeah.
give this dog shots? Like, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, it was, dude.
So, I think I'm gonna go to George Lopez just because it's
Ooh.
nobody watches it.
5 votes. Boom. Who you got, Holly?
Out of these options,
That 70 Show or George Lopez? 20 votes
Damn, fuck y'all.
versus 5 votes for George Lopez.
Out of all the finalists is George Lopez, That 70 Show, Malcolm in the Middle. The other
George
ones
Lopez
are
just lost.
I know, but
George Lopez, moving on. I mean, I feel like we can write George Lopez or That 70 Show right away because I feel like Instagram, there's no way that it's going to bounce back.
Well, we'll see.
So we'll see. Next, Parks and Rec versus Roseanne. So this might be split on a lot of different people. And actually, I'm going to go down.
Take away 5 points from each of them for me.
What do you mean? Oh, neither of them. He hates both of them. You got to pick one though, Deryk. So I got Parks and Rec. That's 5 points. Holly got 5 points. So it's 10 votes for Parks and Rec. Who you got, Dave?
Roseanne.
Roseanne got 5 votes. Who you got, Cbass?
You know what? I'm gonna go. I love Parks and Rec, but I want to see this.
Ooh.
I want to see it
Ooh.
come to a decision, like
Ooh.
between like the people on the internet.
So we
I'm
got a
gonna go with
10-10.
Roseanne. I'm going with Roseanne.
10-10. We need one more vote, and that person is Mr. Deryk. He hates both of the shows.
Probably just Roseanne because she's
Whoa!
funnier. Like in person.
15 votes for Roseanne, 10 votes for Park and Rec. Park and Rec needs 10 votes to stay on the board. That's actually throwing me for a whirl. Next.
I want to see a battle.
You want to see a good battle?
I want to see the internet. See if the internet can come through.
So let's go over what we have right now. So I have a 50-50 on my voting for That 70 Show and George Lopez. 3 votes for That 70 Show, 3 votes for George Lopez. Deryk, pull up yours on Street Champs channel. I'm very curious. If we're talking Parks and Rec versus Roseanne, Parks and Rec is winning 71% to Roseanne 29%. Only 2 votes for Roseanne, 5 votes for Parks and Rec. We have a lot of votes. So this is going to sway and change as the night goes on. We will decide next week, and then we'll decide the finalists next week as well. But, I mean, right now, on my vote, or my Instagram, Parks and Rec is winning. Who do you got on the Street Champs, though? What do you got?
So first one, 50-50 on George Lopez, That
Ooh.
70 Show.
Ooh.
Parks and Rec, 72%.
Ooh. All right.
Fresh
So
Prince
we'll
of-
see.
oh.
We'll circle back next week. And then, we'll talk about these next 2. Let's vote on them first. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air versus Seinfeld. Who do you guys got and why? Cbass, I want to start with you.
I'm gonna go with Seinfeld. As much as iconic as Prince of Bel-Air is, I haven't watched it. Like I know it's available in multiple places, streaming wise, but yeah, I've watched Seinfeld plenty more times than I have the Fresh Prince. So I just have to give it to her just by watchage alone.
I like it. All right, 5 votes. Who you got, Dave?
My childhood would vote Fresh Prince, but my adulthood votes Seinfeld.
Ooh!
I'm gonna say Seinfeld.
10 votes Seinfeld. I'm voting Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I just like the show outright more than Seinfeld. I kind of despise Seinfeld. Don't really like it. Don't really watch it. Literally, when it comes on, I change it every time. So I'm never gonna vote for that.
There's an episode that I'm gonna show you guys the clip of it that has me why I love that show so much. And I know it's gonna be very niche, and you probably won't get it, but like because of that scene alone, like I love the show. I don't know why.
10 votes versus 5 votes. Deryk, who you got? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Seinfeld?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
10 votes on
because,
10.
You know, it's kind of like it was kind of like Seinfeld wasn't made for me, and I'm not saying, you know, like I'm not like I don't associate with, you know, like Jewish comedians, but I feel like I'm more Will Smith than I am Jerry Seinfeld.
I agree.
You know.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm more.
I just like the show more.
I'm more
So-
jazz. I'm jazz.
So we got 10 votes on 10. Holly, who you got? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Seinfeld?
Sorry, Bass. I actually watched Fresh Prince. I didn't watch Seinfeld until like it started just showing up.
So
And
Seinfeld
I do
down
like it.
5
It's not
votes.
bad, but Fresh Prince I grew up on. I literally watched that Nick at Night all the time.
I get you. I sees you.
Deryk, make sure you don't delete the poll stories too, but let them go all the way through so they save to your old highlights.
I did not delete them last week.
You did it? Huh, weird. I don't know why they wouldn't show up. Hopefully they show up then next
We-
week so we could go off the votes. But, what were you going to say? Never mind. Last vote. That's it. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia versus Malcolm in the Middle. This is probably the biggest banger of the battles of the 4. This is a very hard decision for me. I don't know who I'm going to pick.
It's very weird because like a lot of people from Malcolm in the Middle, they didn't go off to do a lot of great things besides
Yeah.
like a couple of them, and then everyone from Always
It's Always Sunny.
has like a career. So
Facts.
it's real weird dynamic, but I'm gonna give it to Malcolm in the Middle just
Ooh.
because I like it better.
5 votes, Malcolm.
I
like it.
It just speaks to my childhood more. Always Sunny is great. It's phenomenal, but it speaks to my childhood.
We got 5 votes, Malcolm in the Middle. Who you got, Deryk? Always Sunny, Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle.
5 votes,
More
Malcolm.
nostalgic. Like it gives me like it's like like
Whoa.
I'm sick at school.
10 votes for
shit.
Malcolm. I'm voting for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia to even up the board. And just because I think I watch it more. I did watch it a lot more. It's kind of how Dave said, like my childhood versus my adulthood. My adulthood's picking Always Sunny all day. So 5 votes for Always Sunny. Holly, who you got?
Malcolm in the Middle.
15 votes for Malcolm in the Middle. Dave, who you getting?
This one was, other than the first one where it was that 70 Show versus George Lopez, this is easily this. I mean, y'all can take this with the fattest grain of salt, but I think Malcolm in the Middle is a boring, like, mid-ass show. Mid.
Oh,
No
explain
rewatchability.
yourself.
It has no rewatchability. It's like
What?
Michael Cranston is the only good actor on that whole show.
Oh,
Brian-
what about
fucking-
Frankie Muniz?
That dude doesn't even remember what he ate for dinner last
He
night.
lost all his memory.
You're
Yeah.
a dick. So he still killed it in the show.
Ask him if he killed it in the show. I'm sure he can't tell you.
He said he's starting to regain memory of it.
But regardless, It's Always Sunny makes me laugh. Malcolm in the Middle makes me cringe. It's pretty simple.
Wow.
Damn.
So right
Who
Who
now,
are you?
Yeah, you're
right now, we have That 70s Show destroying George Lopez by 15 votes. 20 votes to 5. We have Parks and Rec losing to Roseanne by 5 votes. Roseanne has 15, Parks and Rec 10.
That's crazy.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, 15 votes. Seinfeld, 10 votes. Seinfeld losing by 5 votes.
Come on, people.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia, winning by 10 votes, or losing by 5 votes, excuse me. They have 10 votes. Malcolm in the Middle has 15 votes, winning by 5. I do want to go over our polls before we exit the podcast one more time. That 70s Show has 3 votes, so they go up to 23. George Lopez has 8 votes now because of an added 3. Parks and Rec gets another 5 off the people, 15 votes, tying up with Roseanne, but Roseanne gets 2 votes outright, so they're still winning by 2 votes on my vote. We have Fresh Prince of Bel-Air winning 5 votes on 20, now beating Seinfeld by 10 votes. Seinfeld only getting 1 vote on my poll, 17% on this poll, but losing 83% to 17. So Seinfeld only has 11 votes. And the last but not least, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia has 2 votes on my poll, and Malcolm in the Middle has 4. So Malcolm in the Middle has 19 votes over 12 votes for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. What do you got, Deryk? How many votes you adding?
On the Street Times poll.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So that 70s Show and George Lopez are still pretty dead on, 52-48. Parks and Rec is 74 over Roseanne's 26.
Ooh.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is at 91 over Seinfeld's 9.
Oh, Seinfeld is going to lose. Seinfeld is
Yeah,
out,
it's
boys.
done. He's
It's
done.
gone. It's
Oh.
gone. And what's the last?
Can't even show you guys the clip.
Can't even show us the clip.
Can't
bud.
even show you guys the clip. Oh my god.
We have-
Seinfeld's dead.
We have 14 votes on the last one.
Whoa.
Oh.
It's Always Sunny?
Yeah, 64% on Malcolm in the Middle,
Whoa.
36% Always Sunny.
Always Sunny's going to get canned too.
Yep.
All right. Well, that has been Sure About That. That has been Banter Bros. Hit the Banter Bros bite. We forgot to hit that.
I got you.
We're out of here. That's been Battle Bets.
It's time for Banter Bros.
Our top 8 will be named next week. And, I mean, the final one's going to be named next week, too. We're out of this bitch. New song in 2 weeks, dropping with Morgan J. Cox. Sipping on the Ocean. We're going to be filming a music video for that very soon.
Are you sure?
We're out this bitch.
Yeah.
Peace.